Hey guys, Languagehacker here. Reinvigorated with my passion for Standard. Well, Hearthstone, I shouldn't say I'm passionate about Standard as opposed to... Hey, we're back with more videos. I have Ping Mage for you today, and I've done Ping Mage videos in the past. I have recently casted a show match between Zach O, one of the minds behind the Vicious Syndicate statistics data reaper report thing. I forget the full, but basically it's a stats thing, kind of like HS Replay website that aggregates stats. Anyways, him and Ridiculous Hat, who is very well known among the community for being amongst I don't know how many different podcasts, too many likely. They had a show match with Ping Mage, and it seemed kind of fun. So I thought, you know what, let's climb the legend. It's a new month, so I did just that with the list from Vicious Syndicate. So let's dive in, take a look at the list, see what's different. Here we are. Now I took the list and I changed a couple things. Don't ask me what I changed because I don't remember, but this is the current list that we're at. If I find the original list later, I'll post it below in the description, but I'll have this list available as well. So what do we run here? Now, obviously we run the Wildfire stuff, Reckless Apprentice, Snow Flurry, no tour guides. Tour guides seem a little light. This is quite a bit of a heavier list. We're running obviously some top end stuff, Rune of the Archmage, Massive Cthulhu, Arcane Overflow spell-wise, Fire Sail, Barrier, and Wildfire. Together with Evoker, this gives us a lot of armor if we draw the heavy stuff. If we don't draw the heavy stuff, unlucky. But then you draw Wildfire, and Wildfire is nice to have anyways. Ice Bearers adds some extra survivability as well with the Evoker. You get some armor with Dawngrasp, but there's some survivability there. You have decent removal options, Fire Sail, Reckless Apprentice, Overflow for single target stuff. You have a few early minions that you want to mulligan for to get on the board quickly. And after that, the game plan just kind of evolves based on what you draw. Clumsy Couriers are in to get you a Rune of the Archmage much faster. Grey Sage Parrot initially was 8 mana, but now it's 6. This was a couple patches ago. In any case, the game has slowed down enough to where you can kind of run some of these cards. And I had a pretty decent run with it. We got to, what rank are we right now? We got to top 200 legend. Now it is early in the month. We did come in around 200 something. Heavy 200? I don't remember what, basically, this isn't the Giga Nuts, but it seems to be winning. I have a 69% win rate. Nice. After 13 or 14 games or something. So it's been pretty good. I'm going to talk about some of the cards that you probably don't want in the deck that I've included. But overall, the cohesiveness of the deck felt solid. I didn't feel like I was really getting blown out too much. Hunter's an awful matchup, but other than that, almost every matchup felt winnable. FeldDH isn't great, but you can still get there with just like Massive Cthulhu into Dawngrasp stuff. Lets you win some of the matchups where they don't develop board, and that includes some of the other slow kind of combo decks where you can just Magister, Mask, Parrot, get another Mask, and just like Pyroblast your opponent down from 30, which has been pretty cool. Kind of hard to get that set up because you do need 3 of those cards, but still not that unreasonable to have in some matchups. Mardrish is your finisher because you're running Wildfire and Reckless Apprentice. All that stuff is good. Varden has been kind of nice to buy yourself a turn or two, especially if you've been neophyted by some of the aggressive decks or by Warlock. You can just freeze the board, lock it out, and then do some other stuff. I've been doing pretty well against all types of Shamans. You seem to gain enough armor to out-survive the burn stuff, and against Bolner, you just try to kill them before they kill you. And that seems to have been okay with some of this mid to late game addition. I have a Viper in here because I hate Weapon Rogue, and it did win me a game against Weapon Rogue, so perfect. That's more than enough for me to have it in there. If you're not facing Weapon Rogues, I would recommend taking out the Viper. Tradable is nice in general, but I don't think it's a huge commitment. 3 mana 3/4 is also fine in some matchups. You can just go like 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, do a bit of smorking, and then close out the game with a Mask or 2. That being said, Viper is not the best card in the deck, so again, no Weapon Rogues. Take it out, put in something else. Belinda. Nice diamond card, got her recently. I believe you get it for having all the legendaries in Fractured and Alterac Valley. Don't run this card. I put it in just for fun because I couldn't remember what the 30th card was. I believe it was Mutinous, what they were running in the show match. And Mutinous can absolutely make sense against stuff like FeldDH. Any of the Shamans basically eating a Bolner combo or eating spell damage from the Burn Shamans can be okay. And honestly, Mutinous is just fine, I guess, against most of the meta. Good against Warriors, too, if you've seen some of those pop up. So I'd cut Belinda for Mutinous. If you want to have fun, though, Belinda's kind of nice. Even if you just laugh at yourself. I had not gotten her off yet once, without hitting a wildfire, which is slightly unfortunate, but that's okay. We won, I think, almost every game we played her, despite low rolling into the wildfire. Not every game, but most of the games. Just because, I mean, draw 2 cards is still pretty good and doesn't mess with the other stuff, right? You could run Arcane Intellect instead. And honestly, if you're lacking card draw, you probably could put one of those in. But that messes up with the Magister and the Arcane School spell from Overflow, which you might not want. But it might not be the end of the world, so you could consider that. Also, you could consider Multicaster instead of this. Maybe just one. I don't think you want too much card draw because you want to focus on making very powerful turns because you do have a lot of expensive stuff and there's lack of flexibility there. But it wouldn't hurt to have like a Multicaster. Maybe you cut the Viper for Multicaster and Belinda for like a Mutinous. Anyways. This is kind of a list. Mulligan, look for the early cards. Wildfire. I've been keeping Evoker because you don't have too much to do, and this is one of the only card draw things in the deck. Comes up pretty early, contests most of the early board stuff against pretty much everything but Shamans, except for Hunter specifically. But Hunter's kind of a bad matchup anyways, and you want the armor regardless. So I'm looking for the early stuff. I wouldn't keep Apprentice if you don't already have the Wildfire. It's a 4-mana 3/5 otherwise, and honestly, you don't want to keep it without the Wildfire. With the Wildfire, you can consider keeping it against tempo matchups. If you're against slightly slower mid-gamey stuff, you can consider keeping an Overflow, and I probably wouldn't keep anything over 6 or 7 mana. Early stuff, have stuff to do, spend mana, and then you can figure out the late game later. That's the spiel. Mansion, thanks for the 37 months. Anyways, that's the spiel. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. We'll be getting more of these out. Check out the other videos on the channel. I got some arena stuff coming up soon as well as some Battlegrounds videos. Thanks for watching. Here's some cool games with the deck. Enjoy. See you next time. How would I add Through the Ages leaderboard to my name? I haven't played enough for that. I've played it once. I'm currently in my 2nd playthrough. But you're right, that's something I could consider ramping up. Not quest. Actually, we probably have enough armor against... We probably just out armor Burn Shaman. Well, in theory. Mage. Playing a game later, maybe? Perhaps we shall. Oh, it's Bolner. Ooh. This causes problems. That frostbite was omega annoying. Reckless? It's fun. I do. Reason to love you, but there's no Mutinous in this list. Maybe we should put Mutinous in the list. Oh, that's what I should put in over Belinda. Yeah. Right. Show me clouds in the sky. Reckless means I can do this on curve. Natural landslide? Now I'm confused. And suddenly I'm not confused anymore. Very crispy draw. Where's my Languagehacker? It's a very, very good question. It could be Burn Shaman with it could be Burn Shaman, yeah. Okay. Good start. Good follow-up. Decent. 3 mana, clear the board. Good. 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 Fine. Okay, it's fine, sure. I speak French poorly. Promise me, but you never cry. Spell damage shouldn't be that problematic. I could full clear the board though. That's probably smarter before I get mutinous as well. Especially when I have a counter spell and another wind up. A lot of damage. The nice part was spelling it like that. Well, it's spelled like that because I am limited by the number of characters Blizzard lets you use. Just go face. They don't really have that much healing. Interesting. Also interesting. They're completely out of freezes. Okay. Cool. Oh no, Belinda, please. No, Belinda. Why you do this? Belinda, please. It looks like it is Burnt Shaman. I am no ordinary mage. Fuck, do we leave Belinda in or do we put mutinous? Curve on the play. Get some smorkage. I know Rune doesn't work for me, but it was the only option I had that game. I should have stopped 2 games ago and then just said, oh, look at me, 8-2 ping maged to top 200 legend. Touch, 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 touch. Silent Storm, thank you for the 3 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Utoponomicon, Dan the Cooking Gamer, McVonald's, welcome to the Hackpack, guys. Glad to have you guys here, and that means a wheel spin. We have hit a spin of the wheel. I'm probably picking it next turn. Let me pull up the wheel. All right, you get to add an emote, Soundstorm. Bottom, 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 bum, 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 bum. Is Mirabelle here? No, I can edit, don't worry. Why, what did you have in mind? Dun, dun, dun. Well, they had both Lunars. That's already kind of shitty for me. No, you no. Mm-mm. I mean, I can't help it if you guys are all important people. That is such a good draw. Lets me go mask into Arcanist. You don't have to tell me immediately to Soundstorm. You can take your time and find something that you like. There's no rush. It's not a very big Ibis at all. Oh, that's a dead Ibis. I mean, I get slow snare in here, but that's fine. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe they get poop. Maybe they miss. They did miss. I just killed this over 2, right? No, we'll do this. Just get the safe Magister online. Holy shit, was that bad? I can't upgrade this. Fire still clears, which is nice, but what if they survival? Yeah, if they survival, it still clears. Well, ish. This one? Aww. That's added. There you go. That's a cute one. I like this one. Excellent choice, Sunstorm. Natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the I could do this instead of fire sale. This is just safer though. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. On a natural sight. Catch for 10. Another Yashiraj would be really bad for me. Didn't hit any card draw throw, not much I can do. Yagen? Oh, you hit survival. That's nice. You didn't hit survival. And the reckless off the top. This should clear often. There's a chance it doesn't clear. I needed to go left to right. Nice, that clears. Warm and bright, it's such a fine and natural sight. Very cool. If it went the other way, I would have had to leave the strongman up, but that still would have been fine. Clears enough. So it's probably Yogg. Still have all of our card draw left. Belinda, double evoker. Doesn't always go left to right? I don't know. It's random. I'm almost certain it's... I've seen it happen in different orders. That's the one I recognize the most. No, it's not play order. There's a pattern to it, but I'm not sure. Sure. So they have a Yogg, a Mutinous, and then 2 other cards. Felt it, baby, that's for sure. It's probably Yogg. Evoker, quite nice. Very nice. I could go face here. 11 damage face. 8 plus 3. No, 16 plus 3 is 19. That's lethal setup. So they need a Snare and Ward here. And if they had a Yasharaj, they would have played a last turn. So they rip the Yogg. Pouch for a 10. Actually, Yasharaj doesn't even give them armor, so it doesn't matter. Spin the wheel! They have 3 Yoggs in hand. Okay. Is that it? Let's go, Ping Mage, getting it done. 69% win rate, nice.